thought the fight week coverage was excellent. I like hearing Paulie Malignaggi comment. I miss him on Showtime. I thought he was a good addition there. He's exciting to hear alongside Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones. I think that's a good trio. And if you were listening in Spanish, Juan Manuel Marquez is on there as well. So you get a lot for just, the $2 if you pay the card. I splurge $18 for the year, because I'm a big time baller. But so no, $18 for the year. I mean, you get good quality fights. And even if you're a guy that really likes to hang your hat on, okay, I want to watch if there's a big name. There are some names, but also there's like ideas. So the last chance tournament, that's a really good idea. You get guys that are going to really put it on the line that may have gotten chances before on other bigger platforms. And now you're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Michael Dutchover is one of those dudes that you're like, oh yeah, whatever happened to him after the Showbox fights? He lost a couple. So I think those are pretty cool. Sonny Fredrickson as well.
Kendo Castañeda.
Yeah, Castañeda as well. Exactly. Kendo Tremendo. I think it's a really good platform for those types of fights. I mean, I think it's interesting that in the promo, they say, we don't want guys that just counterpunch. We want guys that run. We don't want, they want action. And so they know what fans want. And then also, aside from the fights, you get some pretty high level commentary. You get the podcast stuff. That's kind of what I was really in tune to and really liked with what the presentation was, because Paulie mentioned it in the pre-fight press conference. It's kind of a throwback to the Friday night fight days, and something I grew up on, watching like Brian Kenny in the studio, Max Kellerman, just throw around a bunch of stuff, kind of like what we're doing right now, not stuck to one network. They had the Friday night fights, and yeah, maybe sometimes we got lucky with like a Mickey Ward versus Emmanuel Augustus, like banger that ended up being a really good fight or whatever, what have you. But sometimes you just got fights that cool. There's fights on Friday, but what you were tuned into was there was a fight coming up on HBO or there was a fight coming up on Showtime, and I want to hear what these guys have to say about it. And so same thing with the podcast stuff. You got Paulie talking about things, Roy talking about things. Really
Spanish version too.
Exactly, Spanish version too. So you get a little bit of everything, no matter who you are, and you can kind of hear the hot takes on all of these different things. The social media aspect of the game, just like really good high level boxing talk, which at the end of the day, that's what we want to hear. Before podcasts and all of us, had this platform that we created to just shoot the shit and talk boxing because we cover it all the time. We live it. Yes. But before that, there was like Friday night fights, you would come home and you would watch these pre-fight in studio talks, and, Teddy Atlas would go on a rant.
There's no even score here. You're an official, right? You're an official of the state. Well, then you don't understand how to score.
That was something that you had to talk about the next day and leading into these bigger fights on Saturday night.